Hello, children. Good morning. How are you? Children, we have finished the syllabus for the unit test 2 of the second term. Unit test 2. And today I have resent the syllabus to you so that in case you have not noted the syllabus down in your notebook, you can see it and note down now. Please note down the syllabus in your notebook and check it up properly, thoroughly, and read accordingly. That's the reason I have sent the syllabus today again. Many of you might not have noted down in the notebook, and you might have forgotten the syllabus, so I have sent it again today. Now, today, as our syllabus for the unit test 2 is over, what we will do is, before starting a new chapter, because if we start a new chapter, that will be for the annual examination. That I will do in the next class. But today, I'll discuss some questions for you, that is, so that you will get an idea about what type of questions are actually coming in the what type of questions may come in the unit test 2. All the questions will be of multiple choice and will be conducted via Google form, just like the previous, just like UT1. In UT1 also, all the questions were MCQ and was conducted through Google form. Here also, same thing will be done. There will be 25 questions in all because your maximum marks are 25. So the number of questions will be 25. So it will be better if you read the entire book. It will be better if you read the entire book instead of reading only the question answer which is given after the chapter. Not that alone. You should read the entire book so that, because as you know, I told you earlier also, my habit is to give questions from anywhere in the book so that you read the book thoroughly. This time also I've done the same thing. So I'll give you an idea about what type of questions may come or what type of questions may be given in the examination. We have got 4 chapters, isn't it, in our syllabus. First is the elections in India. So, like that, we have 4 chapters altogether. So, I have given questions from all the chapters. Just pay attention. The responsibility of conducting free and fair elections lies with the options are given, 4 options are given, that is, lies with the Parliament, lies with the Election Commission of India, lies with the Vidhan Sabha or the Governor. The correct answer, you all know, that the responsibility of conducting free and fair elections lies with the Election Commission of India. In general elections, people elect representatives to the, you all know that, in general elections, people elect representative to the Lok Sabha. There are 4 options, but the correct option is Lok Sabha. The dash is the head of the Election Commission of India. The options are Prime Minister, President, Chief Election Commissioner, and none of the above. What is the answer? You should know by now. Who is the head of the Election Commission of India? Chief Election Commissioner. Chief Election Commissioner is the head of Election Commission of India. A parliamentary constituency is represented by, who represents a parliamentary constituency? MLA? No. Councillor? No. MP? Yes. An MP, that is Member of Parliament, represents a parliamentary constituency. So MP is the correct answer. In our country, voting is done through dash. Voting is done through what? Voice vote? No. Open ballot? No. Secret ballot? Yes. Voting is done through secret ballot. In India, general elections are held every dash years. In how many years are the general elections held? General elections are held every 5 years, that you know. So there are many options, 3, 4, 5, 6, but the correct option is 5 years. The president announces the date of election. Is it true or false? Who announces the date of election? No, president does not announce the date of election. It is false because the Election Commission of India announces the date of election. So this is a false statement. Options are true or false. The correct answer is false. The term weather and climate mean the same. This is from the chapter Weather and Climate. That is weather, climate and weather and climate. The term weather and climate mean the same. Is it true or false? It is absolutely false. Weather and climate are totally different. Weather is the day-to-day condition of the air pressure, air temperature, clouds. The climate is the weather conditions over a long period, say 30 to 35 years. So these two are entirely different things. So the correct answer is false. Now, the prediction of weather of next few days is called, what is it called? Weather condition? No. Climatic condition? No. Weather forecast? Yes. The prediction of weather of next few days is called weather forecast. The fourth option is average weather, but that's not the right answer. Weather forecast is the correct answer. The different weather conditions are measured every day in dash. Different weather conditions are measured every day in dash. The options are hospitals, no. Schools, no. Weather stations, yes. Weather stations. Different weather conditions are measured every day in the weather stations. The climate of a place depends on the dash of that place. Options are land temperature, air temperature, air pressure, none of the above. The actual answer is air temperature. I'll repeat it. The climate of a place depends on the dash of that place. Correct answer is air temperature. The climate of a place depends on the air temperature of that place. On the basis of prevailing climatic conditions, the world can be divided in dash climatic region. 4, 5, 6, 7. The correct answer is 7. It's given in your book. You go through it. On the basis of prevailing climatic condition, the world can be divided in 7 climatic regions. What are they? That you all know and you read it in the book also. Okay, the torrid zone, the north temperate, south temperate zone, the frigid zone, north and south. Then comes the frigid zone, means we have Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circle, altogether 7 zones. On the basis of prevailing conditions, climatic condition, the world can be divided into 7 climatic regions. Now, next, near the equator, the sun's rays are dash. Options are vertical, indirect, slanting, horizontal. The correct answer is vertical. It is given in your book. You see it near the equator. The sun's rays are vertical. The picture of the sun's rays falling on earth is given. There it's clearly written, near the equator, the sun's rays are vertical to the earth. Next question. As the altitude of a place increases, the temperature dash. What happens to temperature when the altitude increases? The temperature decreases. The temperature of a place decreases with increase in altitude. So the correct answer is decreases. There are further options, increases, remains the same, none of the above, but the correct answer is decreases. The torrid zone lies on dash. Answers are both sides of the equator, above the equator, below the equator, Tropic of Cancer. No, the correct answer is both sides of equator. The torrid zone lies on both sides of the equator, north and top and bottom, both sides of equator is the correct answer. The Indian Ocean lies to the dash of India. Dash of India. Options are north of India, east of India, south of India, west of India. The correct answer is south of India. The Indian Ocean lies to the south of India. The southern part of India is dash, an island, a continent, peninsula, gulf. The correct answer is peninsula. The southern part of India is a peninsula. That's the correct answer. Indira Point is the dash tip of the country. Answers are northern tip, southern tip, western tip, eastern tip. The correct answer is southern tip. The dash passes through India. Answers are Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Equator, Arctic Circle. It is the Tropic of Cancer. Tropic of Cancer passes through India. The correct answer. River Indus flows through, this is India and her neighbors. River Indus flows through dash. Flows through India. The options are India, Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan. The correct answer is Pakistan. River Indus flows through Pakistan. The Duars Plain are located in, options are Bhutan, Nepal, Afghanistan, Maldives. Correct answer is Bhutan. The Duars Plain are located in Bhutan. Then comes India experiences dash climate. What type of climate does India experience? Answers are extreme, frigid, tropical monsoon, none of the above. It is tropical monsoon. Then comes Nor'westers are locally called Kal Baishakhi in, the answers are Assam, Bihar, West Bengal, Odisha. The right answer is West Bengal. Nor'westers are locally called Kal Baishakhi in West Bengal. The wettest place, Mausin Ram, is in, answers are Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, Manipur. The correct answer is Meghalaya. The wettest place, Mausin Ram, is in Meghalaya. Evergreen forests are also called dash. Answers are monsoon forests, coniferous forests, tropical rain forests, or tidal forest. Which is this? I leave it to you to guess what is the answer. Evergreen forests are also called monsoon forests, conifer forests, tropical rain forests, or tidal forests. I leave it to you to select the right answer. Okay, so these are the type of questions which may come. The questions may be a bit different, but these are the type. That means by now you know that it is not only the questions which are given at the end of the chapter which will come in the examination, but it may come from anywhere in the book. That means reading the book totally, fully, thoroughly is very important. That's why I gave you an idea about the type of question that are likely to come. Okay? So this is all to children. I think it has helped. It will be of help to you to appear in the examination. You'll do better. You'll do nice in the examination if you have an idea what type of questions are coming. That's why I gave it. Thank you.